Real Estate Today, brought to you courtesy of Howard Johnson Realty Limited of unit number 15 in the Liguanea Post Mall in capital city Kingston. Today's topic, buying a home. What you need to know about cash versus financing. That's what we're looking at today. And let me just tell you before we introduce our guests, if you have the money to buy your dream home, you might assume paying cash is the way to go. Now, while this could be true, the choice between paying in cash and getting a mortgage isn't black and white. You see, there are a few things to consider before making your big purchase, whether it be cash or by way of a mortgage. Well, I'm not the expert, so I went out and I found some experts who can help me to dissect the topic. Buying a home, what you need to know about cash versus financing. We're joined at this time by Howard Johnson Jr., the CEO of Howard Johnson Realty Limited. Good morning, Howard. How are you today, sir?
I'm not too bad. A little more to you, Richie. I feel like royalty because I heard it bigging up Prince a while ago.
Yes, sir.
So you reach large, man.
I'm telling you. It's the first anniversary and we're feeling good.
Excellent. Congratulations to Ed and the team, man.
Thank you, and we thank you for your support. You're one of the sponsors who came in very early. You must have seen something in us, Howie.
Well, I believe in the group, and I will stick to that forever. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you. We appreciate that. And we're also joined by Mendel Thompson. Now, Mendel is the branch manager at the Victoria Mutual Building Society, their branch up there in Liguanea. I was in that branch a few weeks ago. I don't think Mendel saw me, neither did I see Mendel at the time. But we say welcome right now to Mendel Thompson, branch manager at VMBS. Good morning, Mendel.
Good morning and happy birthday to Edge FM.
Thank you, sir.
Living it on the edge.
I'm telling you. And we're loving it on the edge. Hope you are too.
Definitely.
The topic is what you need to know about cash versus financing. Mendel, I'm going to start with you. I've been hearing a term and I want you to dissect it and help me to understand it. What is leverage and how does this impact the home buying process?
All right. So leverage is a great enabler. Just to put an image in person's mind. You know, sometimes we used to watch cartoons in the past.
Yes.
And you see there are people trying to move that big stone,
mm-hmm.
and they have that stick that they stick into it.
Yes.
That helps to move it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're using less energy to make big moves, right?
Uh-huh.
That's what leverage is. So financial leverage is using other people's money, right,
mm-hmm.
to make home ownership, property ownership, and getting your dreams much, much easier. So you get in more with less effort.
But why would you say that, why do some home buyers opt to use cash? And in fact, does that leave them with need for even further liquidity?
Oh, definitely. So one of the reasons why persons will just opt to use cash because they may think that the loan process is very stressful,
mm-hmm.
right? For some persons, it's also the perceived risk of having to owe people. People don't like to owe people,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
And so they say, you know what, I don't want the harassment of owing anybody. But the other perspective that persons can use is that using other people's money can help you to get what you want and get more of what you want. Because consider the fact that if you have the cash, instead of buying one property, you could actually buy two using leverage.
Come to think of it.
For investment purposes,
yes.
you could actually double your income.
Yes.
It's about being smart about it, right, and understanding the pros and the cons before making a decision.
Before I go on to Howie, I have another one for you, Mendel. How can a mortgage provide tax benefits when one is purchasing a home?
I love this one. In my former life, I was a taxman, but don't tell anybody, right?
Oh, I won't.
So, what it does is that their expenses, and this is especially when you're purchasing real estate for investment purposes.
Yes.
The expenses related to the processing and purchasing of real estate are expenses that you have to pay anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, once you're using a mortgage, you're able to use these expenses and have them tax deductible. So you can reduce your paper net income, which will reduce your tax obligations, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is one in the purchase. The second is in the interest. So the interest that you pay on a monthly basis is tax deductible also. And so you're able to write this off against whatever income that you're earning from the real estate.
Yes.
Which means that you pay the taxman less and keep that money in your pocket, right?
I see that.
So we believe in paying taxes. So, Mr. Clark, don't get me wrong. We believe in paying taxes, but we believe in doing it efficiently.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
And maximizing our wealth.
Yes, I appreciate those answers so far. We have another one for you, but let me bring Howard in at this point. Howard, would you say that it is important when one contacts a realtor because they're about to make a purchase that they communicate their financial situation so that the realtor gets a clear picture in those discussions?
Absolutely, Richie. Absolutely. We, as realtors, we need to be in a position to, I don't want to use the term incorrectly, but to leverage your position when you're purchasing, when you're approaching homeowners. So we would like to ensure that we know what your capabilities are like. Whether you're purchasing via cash, we would want to be able to say, yes, we can get in a discount because they're asking X, but because we have cash and we can close in such a short space of time, we can offer a little less and give you more equity. If you're getting a mortgage, we would want to ensure that you are properly vetted and qualified, get a pre-approval letter from Victoria Mutual Building Society. We know you're ready. Mendel has endorsed it, and we're now pressing along. So we have confidence in trying to get you in at the right time, at the right price with the seller because you are qualified and we're not guessing.
Yes.
So we know you're ready to move because by the time you start to put yourself in the position, the property may leave, may go on somewhere else, somebody come in and broke your foot and place is sold.
Yes.
So we want to make sure that we understand where you stand so that we can get you in the right position.
Sounds good. Mendel, let me bring you back in. And this is a question that I'm sure that a lot of persons want me to ask you. What advice would you give to someone who's considering buying a home by cash versus through a mortgage?
All right, so the advice is very simple, right? Do the maths. Consider the pros and the cons because depending on the individual and their specific purpose and their situation, there are pros and cons. So you have to come and speak with us, one of the experts, Howard and myself, and we can guide you through the process. But there's another option that is not mentioned,
which is?
Right? Which is you can do both. So you can have your cake and actually eat it, at least with Victoria Mutual, right? And let me explain how you do that.
Tell me.
So you go to Howard, he finds the right property for you, great right location. You lock in the deal at a fantastic price and you move ahead with a cash purchase. VMBS can come behind and say, okay, now that you have acquired that property at a really good deal, we can come back after the fact and give you a home equity loan or a real estate equity loan
to
get you back your cash. So that's also an option.
Yes.
Right? So the fantastic thing is that we do have the flexibility to work with you, right? Once we assess and realize that based on your purpose, this is going to be the best way for you to do it, we can structure the right deal, the best deal for you that allow you to maximize.
I'm learning so much. It's a pity we only have a minute and a half to go on the program. Howie, I also have another one for you before we get to our tip of the day. How would you say potential home buyers can ensure that they're paying for what they're paying for what they're getting when purchasing a home?
You have to, have trust and confidence in your realtor, but you also need to do your due diligence by engaging a professional, an appraiser, who will go and ensure that the structure, everything, the items that you're expecting are intact. The engineering concept is there, the landscaping that you're anticipating, everything that you're looking for. The appraiser or a structural engineer should go in and endorse this property on your behalf. This is someone that you are engaging that is going to be looking out for your best interest, not somebody else's interest, your interest. So engage the professionals and ensure that what you're seeing is in fact what it is. There's no leak, there's no hollow walls, nothing's going to collapse once you open a door. That is where the professionals will come in and endorse the property for you.
Sounds good.
And it's important for the mortgage process as well because they're going to need that level of confidence in the structure as well.
Got you. Gentlemen, you've done...
Just to add to it, right? VM actually gets a little extra there also because VM has a company, VM Property Services,
yes,
which is a valuation company, And for VM customers, you actually are able to get these appraisals done with a 50% discount.
Oh, really? That's fantastic news. Yeah,
Yes, man.
there's a whole lot going on. Are you open for business today?
We're open for business today.
All right. That's all I needed to know. By the way, Howard, Daniel asked me to share this tip this morning, and I'm going to do it right now. It says, when considering whether paying cash or getting a mortgage makes the most sense, opt for the choice that gives you the bigger bang for your buck. Also, ask yourself which will provide a greater return on your investment. She did a good job in coining that, didn't she?
Well done.
Yes, fantastic stuff. And now we move on to the deal on the edge. And Howard's got it. Here we go.
Yes, make this beautiful, recently refreshed ground floor 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment your home today. Richard, the rental includes all major appliances.
What?
We have a private balcony, assigned parking, 24-hour security, a calming, lush garden with a water feature that appeals to anyone looking for a serene space to call home.
What?
The property is centrally located with easy access to major business and entertainment facilities. Cordine is open for business today. You can contact her at 876-371-3219. That's Cordine Henry, 876-371-3219.
Sounds like a deal, and you got it on the edge. I suspect by the end of the day, Cordine will be reporting gone. Good luck with that, Cordine. Wendell, it was great having you on the program for the first time. Hope it won't be the last. And Howie, it's always good to have you. Gentlemen, have a great day. Thank you so much.
You too, Richard. Thanks.
All right, have a wonderful day.
You too now. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Real Estate Today. It happens every Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock right here on The Edge 105 FM. And it's sponsored by Howard Johnson Realty Limited of unit number 15 in the Liguanea Post Mall in capital city, Kingston. Make contact with them and they'll take good care of you. Real Estate Today brought to you courtesy of Howard Johnson Realty Limited of unit number 15 in the Liguanea Post Mall in capital city, Kingston. Today's topic, buying a home. What you need to know about cash versus financing. That's what we're looking at today. And let me just tell you before we introduce our guests, if you have the money to buy your dream home, you might assume paying cash is the way to go. Now, while this could be true, the choice between paying in cash and getting a mortgage isn't black and white. You see, there are a few things to